play?
Oh, not anymore, no. You get older, I suppose some things you just grow out of. Now, before we go into the main reason why you're here, why not tell me firstly, what is it that's brought you here today?
Well, for me, it came out of the blue. I mean, one minute we were happy, and then, well, we're here, aren't we? So,
Never expected to end up here. But then again, I never expected to have an abusive partner.
that's not how it went, and you know it.
Well, if it wasn't like that, why not tell me what it was like?
I loved her. I mean, I still do. I mean, things were not supposed to go like this. People used to come up to me all the time and say to me how perfect we were. But that doesn't matter now, does it? I mean, it's a past, and past don't matter.
Of course it matters. In order for any of this to have a sustainable conclusion, I need to know everything. You had kids, right?
How did you... Never mind. Of course you know. From our file. Yes, we have a daughter. Emily. She's 6. Beautiful.
Emily, that's a wonderful name. Any plans for brothers or sisters?
None. I mean, one was always good enough for us. And Emily herself was kind of a miracle. She came when things were kind of hard. She was the best thing that ever happened to us. Here, do you want to see a picture? But as close as me and Emily were, she was always destined to be Mummy's girl. And she stuck to Grace like glue. Wherever Grace goes, Emily would go. That's just how it was.
Yes, it was from me that Emily gained her love for piano. I started her off young, only around 3 or 4. We even bought her own little small piano on her 7th birthday. We'll probably never get the response we dreamed of.
It was ridiculous if you ask me. Someone her age getting caught up in piano lessons. She was 6.
That's Michael for you. Never sees the passion in anything. Thinks everything is a waste of time. She enjoyed it. She loved playing piano.
Because you made her love it.
I wanted to give our daughter a passion, Michael. I wanted to give her something that she could fall in love with. What's wrong with that? She's our daughter. She deserves happiness. What's wrong with trying to make our own daughter happy?
Passion? She was 6 years old. You stole a childhood away from her from the moment she was born. Always hiding her in a room from the family, saying she was napping. I didn't even get to take my daughter to the zoo, Grace.
What's wrong with that? What is wrong with that? You were drunk, Michael. You never had time for me whilst I was pregnant. You were in the pub whilst I was in labour, and you pissed away her first birthday. So don't you dare ever say that I never let you be part of her life. You chose not to be.
Look, there's no reason for any of us to shout. What's done is now done. I'm just here to make sense of it as best I can, so I can make the best decision I possibly can.
Then make a decision. Can't you see that I'm the victim in all of this? He hit me, beat me, grabbed me, he even spat at me. For years I've been covered in bruises by him, and now I have to stand here and justify myself. I've done nothing wrong. It's him. It's all him.
Now, we all know you had your own part to play in all of this.
This is what I'm talking about. He beat you. God, you drive me crazy. But I could never hit the mother of my own child.
Don't try and deny it, Michael. Peter knows. He knows everything. So just go ahead and tell him. Tell him what you made me do.
Fine. If that's how you want to go about it. Grace is a control freak. She needs things to go her way, and when things don't go her way, she shouts. And she shouts, and she shouts, and she shouts until I have no choice but to beat her. I mean, I tried compromising, I tried buying her gifts, I even tried to pretend to like the whole Emily piano thing. But none of it was good enough. I had to punch her and kick her and beat her until I just couldn't hear her anymore. beat her so much it became the norm. She doesn't even cry when I touch her anymore. She just lays there and kind of takes it.
I understand.
I miss my life. Shouldn't even be here. Should be with my daughter. Should be there to hold her and tell her that Mummy's going to make everything alright. But I can't.
Make it all alright. You're gonna fuck that up, aren't you?
Because you made me!
I didn't make you do anything.
You wouldn't shut up. You kept going on and on saying how much of a bad girlfriend I am, saying I'm a bad mum and that you haven't loved me in years. You were pulling my hair. All I ever tried to do was love you, but your drinking's got worse over the years.
Shut up and tell him how we got here.
We were driving. It was dark and it had been raining, so the roads were slippery, and we were arguing again. He was shouting. Well, we were both shouting, and he was pulling my hair. Suddenly, he has his hands round my neck, and I'm trying to get him off me, and then by the time I do, I can see that we're heading towards a shop, and I just froze. I kept tight hold of the steering wheel, and we just crashed. Maybe I could have done something. Maybe it was my fault. All I know is now we're here, and my daughter doesn't have any parents. Don't. You're right. You're right. This isn't my fault. It's yours. You're the reason we're here. You're the reason I'll never get to hold my baby girl again.
Enough. I've heard quite enough. Regardless of who did what to who, regardless of the pain you inflicted on one another, neither of you will ever admit to what it is you've done wrong. So I have no choice. I'm sorry.
What do you mean you're sorry?
I can't do it. I can't send either of you to heaven with this amount of uncertainty.